Dhyana is a meditation when we focus. Dhatri, the one we are focusing upon. And Dhyeya, that is the they to whom we are meditating. This all awareness is one. These are the three names of the mother. Dhyana, Dhatri, Dhyeya, Rupa, the form of you, me, and the mode, it's all one. Because we are entering into the cosmos, into the oneness. So that awareness that creates is the Brahma Rupa. And you create the Srishti. Srishti, you create the world. Srishti Kirti Brahma Rupa. Dhatri Govinda Rupini. And then once you create, you want to sustain that, then I believe in my experience, you live in that world, okay? So you become so tired in living that your cage, the world that you created. Now there are no people who will hear your same story and laugh again and or sympathize. And how many times people can laugh on the same joke? But if you say, okay, no, listen to me, that's what he's done to me, that's what she's done to me, and you are living in that world, somehow people who gave you ear will get tired of you. Dhyana Dhatri Dhyeya Rupa Dharma Dharma Vivarjita Vishwarupa Jagrani Swapanti Tejasatmika Sukta Pragyatmika Turya Sarva Vastha Vivarjita Srishti Rupa Brahmakarti Goptri Govinda Rupini Sangharani Rudra Rupa Tirodhana Karishwari Sada Shivanungrahita Panchakrita Parayana. Dhyana Dhatri Dhyeya Rupa. The meditator, the meditation, and meditated. They're all one as a cosmos. So you as a subject, me as an object, and through which you are focusing on me. So you are a meditator, I'm a meditated upon. Through means meditation. So 3 stages is called Trayata. So duality is Advaita. Advaita is non-duality or singularity. Dvaita is duality, like me and you. Trayata is me, you, and in between the mode of communication. Yes? Do you understand? You, when we see singularity in everything, everything is me. That is non-duality. But non-duality is reached through the stage of duality and then 3 forms. So right now, you are into, the world is into the Dvaita, into the duality mode. Yes? So there is a body, there is a shadow. If it is me, then it is you. Dhyana is a meditation when we focus. Dhatri, the one we are focusing upon. Dhatri, and Dhyeya, that is the they to whom we are meditating. This all awareness is one. These are the 3 names of the mother. Dhyana, Dhatri, Dhyeya, Rupa, the form of you, me, and the mode, it's all one. Because we are entering into the cosmos, into the oneness. Dharma, Dharma Vivarjita. Dharma, the righteousness. Adharma is the unrighteousness. Varjita, she's beyond. This awareness is beyond the what is right and what is wrong. That is what your universe is. Whatever you do it, which we call free will. No matter what you want, its rights and wrongs are given to you by this world. Universe has not given you rights and wrongs. Universe has not. It's the mind that has given to you, and now your mind has been stimulated by people. When you were born, you had no idea. Slowly you learned your vocabulary and language. So rights and wrongs, do's and don'ts, this way, that way, they developed in you. But the universe is beyond that. And what is beyond that, when there is no rights and wrong, there is nothing there, it's all one, everything is yes, then what is me, what is you, and what is the mode? Nothing. So this me and you only comes through the identification. Yes? When I identify that this is my body, then I am obliged to say that is your body. So we talk about Dhyana, Dhatri, Dhyeya, Rupa, Dharma, Dharma Vivarjita. Start. You, me, no. You, me, between us, nothing. There is no right and wrong. Everything is a consciousness, is a cosmos. Vishwarupa Jagrani Swapanti Tajasatmika. So we are born with the 4 stages. So there is a Vishwarupa Jagrani. In the conscious form, awake stage, we have an awake stage that we open our eyes in the morning. Vishwarupa, and that moment we see the world. Right? So we exist, when we open our eyes, we exist in relation to this outer world. Yes or no? Because we have opened our eyes, the ears are working, the nose is working, the mouth is working. So we open our eyes, we exist in comparison of the world. Vishwarupa. Vishwa is the world. So that world that I see is also a form of consciousness, awareness. So if I wake up sad, what kind of world will I see? If I am happy, what kind of world I will see? If I'm sitting with myself in the bushes and the rivers, what kind of world I see? So as soon as you open your eyes, what do you see? The world. That world corresponds to the inner world inside you. I mean, can you expect a sick person to see health through the sick eyes? A sad person, you go and laugh, they feel very irritated. Or a complaining or whinging person, and you start laughing with joy and start clapping around and dancing, what is going to do to them? Are they going to be happy? What are they going to tell you? Yes. So awake stage, we see the world, we relate to the world outside. Vishwarupa. When we open the eyes, the mother, the awareness exists in the form of this world, Vishwarupa. Swapanti Tejasatmika. When you sleep, then she is called Tejas. Tej is the light. Because as you sleep, and you enter into the dream stage, yes, then you are existing the world in your Tej, in the light of your mind. When you dream, you don't dream in the darkness. There is still a light in your dreams. Yes or no? Have you ever thought about it? So that Tejas is in your dream stage. Supta Pragyatmika. Turya Sarvavastha Vivarjita. And then there is a third stage, is a deep sleep stage. Yes? Deep sleep stage, when you go into deep stage, you wake up very fresh in the morning. When you are into the dream stage and the whole night say, I couldn't sleep, restless. But when you go into the deep stage, it's a pragyatmika, it's the wisdom there that self-heals, that you do not know where you are. You are sleeping like a dead horse. So that is a third stage. That stage is called pragyatmika. It has a wisdom on its own. What is the wisdom? In the deep stage, you can come back to awake stage, or you can go back into the dream stage. So deep stage is holding the direction. Which way? Awake stage, dream stage, or there is a fourth stage called Dhyeya. Dhyeya is you are not sleeping, you are not awake, and you are completely into your subconscious mind. Have you ever experienced that you are having a dream, but you know in the surroundings what is also happening, but the dream is continue? You can hear the sounds. Even in the meditation stage, you go into the fourth stage where you are aware, but your subconscious mind is completely active, but you can also figure out what else is happening around. That is Dhyeya. That is when the brain waves go into the delta frequency. So brain waves, there is a beta brain waves. The frequency is like a 33 cycles per second or something. And then you go into alpha stage. The activity of the mind is now 14 to 16 cycles. And then you go into the theta stage. Theta stage, your activity is around, maybe 8 or 10 or 7 cycles. And then you go into the deep delta stage where your brain is now producing the waves of only 2-3 cycles. That's scientific proof. But yogis identified this millions of years ago. So when we are awake stage, mind is working very fast. So 33 waves, let us say example, 33 waves, 33, 35 waves. What is happening? Listening to the sound while watching you and talking as well, doing something. So mind is very active. Yeah. In comparison to the world outside, then you go into your dream stage. Now the body is not doing anything, the eyes are not doing, but the mind is activated. The mind's eyes are also open. You can hear what people are saying in your dreams. And you see what is happening around. The ears are working. So when you close your eyes, the inner light opens. That is a light of the mind. Tejas. We call it as a Tejas. So outside, the light is falling and I'm catching the reflections. So it's making sense to me. Inside, there is no reflection. But then the bulb is switched on for mind. So mind say, boom, so light opens, you enter into a dream stage. Inner light opens, the light of that mind called Tejas. And then that also switch off and you go into the deep sleep. And then you enter into fourth stage, which is called Dhyeya, where the switch is in your hand. You want to turn off or turn on. 4 stages. Yes? So these are the 4 stages of awareness. Then the next verse says, Vishwakarti Srishti Rupa Brahma Karti Srishti Rupa. Then Srishti Karti Brahma Rupa Goptri Govinda Rupini Sangharini Rudra Rupa Tirodhana Karishwari Sadashiva Anugrahada Panchakrita Parayana. Then the awareness. So one is your stage, awareness. Awake stage, dream stage, deep sleep stage, and the Dhyeya. 4 stages of your awareness. Now, let's go into the creation mode. So now she exists as a creator. She's called Brahma Rupa. Brahma Rupa is the creator that you create. Srishti Karti. Srishti means Srishti, the whole world that you create outside. So that awareness that creates. What it creates? This is mine, this is yours, this is a tree, or this is a plant, this is a light, this is a floor. So you create the world. Yeah, Brahma Rupa, Brahma Rupa. Brahma Rupa, the form of the creator. So you create. The me creates. And that me that creates is also form of awareness. You can't create something if you're not aware about it. Can you? Like a stone is on the floor, right? You pick up a stone or a rock. You will say this is a rock. But there is a jeweler hidden in you. You are a jeweler and you see a diamond in it. So who created a diamond out of a rock? Who created? You created. Because you are a jeweler. You have a knowledge of jewelry, the gems. For me, it was a rock sitting on the road. I picked it up. I liked it. So that's a rock. So for me, it's a rock. For you, it is what? It's a diamond. Do you understand? For some people, it's a body. For some, it's a man's body. For some, it's guru. For some, it's a thief. So who's creating all those identities in that body? You are creating. Yes or no? From whatever you have in you, your knowledge, your intellect, your experience, you are creating inside you. I don't have anything to do with the world you create inside. So that awareness that creates is the Brahma Rupa. And you create the Srishti. Srishti, you create the world. Srishti Kirti Brahma Rupa. Goptri Govinda Rupini. And then once you create, you want to sustain that? Then I believe in my experience, you live in that world? Yes or no? Hey, you're living in your world. You're not living in someone else's world. Isn't it? So that's called Govinda Rupini. Govinda Rupini, the Narayan or the Lakshmi. Lakshmi or that awareness that sustains the world you have created. That awareness that sustains what you have created. And whatever you have created, it's entirely on you. So you created your world and you are sustaining or you are living in that world. Supporting your world. For example, if you have experienced something very bad, right? And now, because it is your experience and you are into the sad mode, you are experiencing the pain and a heartache or disappointment or anger or irritation. Now you are going to talk to 10 different people about how you felt and get support from them. Yes? So then you are creating surroundings around you to sustain your world that you created. Yes? Sangharani Rudra Rupa. Once you have created, then you have a choice either to live in that world or move on. So when you move on, you have to let go. Hanji, you have to let go. And that comes with the knowledge and wisdom, that awareness that tells you to come on, move. Okay? So you become so tired in living that your cage, the world that you created. Now there are no people who will hear your same story and laugh again and or sympathize. And how many times people can laugh on the same joke? But if you say, okay, no, listen to me, that's what he's done to me, that's what she's done to me, and you are living in that world, somehow people who gave you ear will get tired of you and stop picking up your calls. And then you sitting what to do? Either you go into downward spiral more, into depression, take anxiety tablets and depressing tablets for depression, or there is someone who will give you some spark to say, okay, let's move forward and try to put some sense in you that why are you letting your ego come to you? Yes, things have happened, so what? No. But you listen to my story. I've heard that joke many times. I've heard that story many times. It's entirely up to you. So no, people spend whole lifetimes, they cannot come out of the second stage, victim mode. Not victim. The world they have created inside, they cannot come out of it. So they cannot even see, they cannot even comprehend that there is another world beyond their world. So whatever they do, they will try to pull you in their world. They are so afraid to go out because by going out, they have to leave. But they don't want. Do you understand? So then the third stage of your awareness is Sangharani, Rudra Rupa, Sangharani, annihilator. Rudra Rupa takes the form of a Kali. Say, come on, I will slay your delusions and illusion. Which world are you living in? Wake up. No, but you see my world. Come on. Open the door. Come see how beautiful the world is. Some people will open the window. Yes, the world is beautiful from my window, and then lock themselves in. Seasonal, spiritual people, they are in this stage. Seasonal, monsoon mushrooms. What happens? They open the eyes. Okay, what's happening? Open, wow. And a spiritual being, love and light, and talk rosy language, and oh my God, and all that. I say, oh, so beautiful. You're so enlightened. And they're just watching through the window. The spiritual was so beautiful. The moment you hit them, they go back. It's like a dog is sleeping. You accidentally step on the tail and say, pow, pow, pow. Well, love and light is sleeping, and all of a sudden you start jumping. These are spiritual, seasonal, spiritual, what is it? Seasonal? Did I say? Hanji? Yeah, they just grow when there is a season and then immediately go back because they cannot come out of their own shell. They want to take everything in their own comfort zone. Can you relate to few people in your life? They are the same people who would have shown you the so much promise, but sometime later you hear the way they open the mouth, all the stink comes out. They say, really? I have like a lot of experience. The only faith they have is towards themselves. In their story they created inside. They have a story, they have a faith in their victim story. Yeah? And then that awareness that annihilates your delusion and illusions. They come forward. That's Rudra Rupa. Rudra Rupa. Rudra. What is Rudra? A very inundating power that pushes you. That flow that clears your nonsense inside you. Let us say there is a conduit or a pipe that is blocked. Okay? And you really throw the gush of water and it cleans everything with the power. That power that forces you to open up. Now that power can be brought by time that you are so helpless now, you have no choice but to go on. When the food is finished from your pantry and fridge, you have no choice but to go out and buy some food. Otherwise, still you have food, you have no reason to go out. Okay? That's also awareness. We are talking about cosmos and different energies that are existing because we are moving towards towards the reunion with ourselves. But we can only reunite when we know that where is it that I am lacking. Then there is a fourth stage. So first stage was Srishtikartri, Brahma Rupa. That with that awareness you create Goptri, Govinda Rupni. And then there is a stage, awareness, that you sustain the world you have created. Then Rudra Rupa, that third stage, that forces you to move forward in life, that you have a free will. We will talk about free will here as well. How people misunderstand free will. And they use the free will word to beat everyone else. Then the fourth stage, Vishwarupa, Jagrani, so Srishtikarti, Brahma Rupa, Goptri, Govinda Rupini, Sangharani, Rudra Rupa, Tirodhana, Karishwari. The fourth stage is Tirodhana. Tirodhan is I don't exist. I don't exist. That awareness it's a stage of denial as well. But in the spiritual terms, when the soul leaves the body, right? Can you see the soul? You can't. But it is existing somewhere. So that stage of covered in the veil is called Tirodhan. That when needed, it will come out again. The veil is removed. You are there. For others, you are not visible, but you are existing. And when the time comes, you come up on the surface. So the soul is born. Soul creates the world and lives the life. Yes? So you have created a body. Then when the body is growing, you created your world. The life is happening. At the death time, the body is dropped. Rudra Rupa, chop. Your life is dead. Your birth, dead. Enter into the soul stage. Soul is now into this world, the universe, but it's not completely vanished. It is there. It's not visible to you. It doesn't have a body, but the awareness is existing. That fourth stage is called Tirodhan. And fifth stage is Anugraha. Anugraha, it's with compassion. that you, or liberation completely, that you have completed the life and death cycles, the birth and death cycles. Now you're completely merged into the infinite, or you have completely become the cosmos or light. That's the fifth stage we are talking about. That I am completely merged into the light. So like a Krishna consciousness or a Christ consciousness or a Buddha's or a Guru Nanak's and all that. These transcendental souls, infinite souls. We call them infinite souls because they have gone beyond the cycle of the first four stages: birth, life, death, rebirth. Completely liberated itself from all the bondages of whatever you have experienced. That's the fifth stage. And that comes with the kindness and compassion of Mother. That's not in your hand. Like Deathless Babaji, Mahavatar Babaji, he's called Deathless. So it's the infinite souls, like a Krishna is infinite souls. They can reincarnate at their will. And whatever they do in the life, it's called Leela, play of consciousness. They don't get karma back and they vanish their body. And when something is needed, they come, do their job, and disappear or go back into the same awareness. Okay? So when we speak about cosmic reunion, we are speaking about debt-free from the nature. So you only come back to be debt-free, to resolve your issues. Debt, D-E-B-T, debit, debt. So now let's go and decode these two on the whiteboard so you can grasp more.